Hey there. So I just wanted to share a quick tip with you about lighting your fish house. The past couple years I put out a couple videos showing a few options that I use for lighting my fish house. And it's kind of evolved over the past few years. So the first one I used was just basically this 5-gallon pail lid, and I just took these flexible waterproof LED strips and I zip tied them all the way around here, and then you could just kind of hang that above your head in the fish house or wherever. That works pretty good. It's very bright and had no issues with this one. It's starting to wear, it's starting to age a little bit. Still works good. This one draws about 1 amp, 1.2 amps, somewhere in there. So with 7 to 9 amp hour battery, you know you're getting maybe 4 or 5 hours out of this light. So I wanted to look at some other options, and they've been making some little more efficient LEDs lately. So I bought a strip of these 2835 LEDs. I think there's 300 in here, about 16 feet. And I put out another video showing this one where I just took the strips in an old Ovaltine jar and I just wrapped it around this thing. If there's adhesive back on here, and that's what I've been using the last couple years, maybe a year and a half or so. And put a hook on here, and that hangs above my head. And the brightness is about the same as the other one, the 5-gallon lid, but it draws a little less power, probably about 800 milliamps. So you might get maybe another hour or two out of these, which is good. It's nice and convenient. It's flexible, durable, throw it around, ain't gonna break. Works good. The problem with this one though is the light seems to be spread out. It's not directed very well. I did try to put some on the bottom here, so there's some light facing down, but it seems like there's some wasted light. It gets diffused a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it still works all right, but I wanted something a little more focused and maybe a little more brighter. So I was thinking about some options, and I came across these bulbs, these 12-volt LED bulbs. Now I got a bigger one of these out in my garage, and the thing's been working great. So I wanted to try and get a 12-volt version and put it up in a fixture. So in order to reflect it and focus it a little bit, I thought I could use this shop light that you can pick up at your local hardware store for probably $7 to $10 or something like that. I think that's about what they are. The good part is it's already wired. It has a switch. The only thing I had to do was clip the plugs off, or the plug off, and just wire in these alligator clips. So basically, this bulb is $14.99 on Amazon, and I'll put a link. Make sure if you try this that you get the 12-volt version, because the other ones won't work. It's funny. So normally the LEDs are 12-volt, and then they put a converter in here so you can plug them into your home source. But this is straight 12-volt, so 12 volts will power this. Actually 12 to 20, I think they say. So yeah, just screw it into this fixture and you're good to go. Pretty easy. Not a whole lot of wiring except putting these alligator clips on. So now I can clamp this wherever I want, up above on the shanty poles, or you know where else it's going to work great is out in the boat. You can clamp this somewhere on your boat and have some light for night fishing, take it camping, wherever. Anywhere you got a 12-volt source, hook this up and it'll work great. So I did measure this one. Oh, look at that focus. That thing's really messing that up. Alright, so I did measure the output, or the current draw of this, and it's about 650 milliamps. So I'm almost half of that first version I showed you. So with a standard Vexilar battery, you're going to get, you know, you might get 10 to 15 hours. But what I did is, you see everyone putting together these battery packs lately, so I thought I'd be like all the cool kids and do my own. I didn't make mine real fancy though, but what I did do is I took 2 of them and wired them in here sideways. So now I have 2 8 amp hour batteries, so I have 16 amp hours inside this little case. I wired the batteries in parallel, and I have and that focus is all over. I just have these pigtails out so I can connect my light to it. So let's try to hook this up and see how it goes. Alright, so good thing about this is now you got a built-in switch. And yeah, it's super bright. I think it's probably brighter than those other two versions I have. Tell you what I'll do, I'll turn off the lights down here. Right, so the lights are off, it's completely dark in here, and this thing does not want to focus. There we go. So yeah, this will easily light up the fish house and then some. And being how it draws 650 milliamps, 16 amp hours, shoot, I'm going to probably easily get 20 hours or so of runtime on this. So yeah, pretty simple, easy way to get some light. A little close focus of that. Obviously the camera never really does a good job of showing the light. But yeah, anyways, just a really simple way to give you a 12-volt source of light. Not a whole lot of wiring involved. Fairly cheap. Like I said, this bulb is about 15 bucks. About, you know, 7 to 10 bucks on the fixture. You're good to go. I'll put a link to this bulb on the video description, like I said, through Amazon. $14.99. Give it a shot. I think it's going to work really good. Thanks for watching.